All right, so we have a burning question, Gary, and that is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly a Civil War movie or not?
I can't answer that without being certain that I'm going to upset a lot of people by whatever I say about this. In my view, it's a movie, part of which is set during the Civil War and has a big, really poorly done Civil War battle scene in it. But it's not really a Civil War movie. It's about other things. It's about these characters who are after each other, interacting with each other in various other ways that have nothing to do with the war, but happen to be taking place during the war. And it gives Sergio Leone a chance to let his imagination run wild about what a Civil War battlefield might have looked like, set in the far Southwest, of course, in terms of the landscape. I was really surprised in the reaction to our original video that so many people mentioned that film as something we left out, when in fact that's not something that would have occurred to me if I were putting together a list of 20 Civil War movies that are worth talking about. I wouldn't even have included it on my list.
So what makes something a Civil War movie? Is having a single character who is or just was in the Civil War not enough?
It's not enough for me. I realize that I might be opening myself up to charges of being a hypocrite because I have dealt with The Last Samurai as a Civil War film, even though it has a very tangential connection to the Civil War Tom Cruise's character does. Nonetheless, I'm going to stick by my position that I don't really think The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is a Civil War movie.
Well, good. Well, I'll hit mine in just a second, but to me, maybe it's like being a historian. I don't know what being a historian is, other than that when people perceive you as a historian, that's when you're a historian. So maybe a Civil War movie is a Civil War movie if people think it is, and I'm going to agree with you. I don't think The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is a Civil War movie.
So 100% of the people leaning on this canon do not think that it's a Civil War movie.
Correct. And I've got three more. Just you can hit me with a straight up yes or no. Are these three movies Civil War movies? Django Unchained?
No.
Cold Mountain?
Yes.
Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter?
Yes.
And there you have it. Garry Gallagher and sort of my opinion on whether or not movies are Civil War movies. Tell us what you think. What makes a Civil War movie?